everyone, welcome back to the channel. So it has been long overdue for a speed building video. So today I am here in the world of Willow Creek, which is the base game world, and I have decided to build a tiny home for a mother and her daughter. So I was having a little trouble, just trying to figure out what I wanted to build. So I went online and I did the James Turner challenge thing, and it's a generator online, and it generates challenges for like tiny home builds, create a sim, or just like random general builds. So I came across this one. It was a tiny home build for an elderly sim and a young adult. The only thing is the challenge called for 47 tiles, I think, and I ended up using 49 tiles. Now you're probably asking, what 2 extra tiles, does it really make a difference? I'm not quite sure, but I think this comes out to 49 tiles if I'm not mistaken. So my idea was that this young sim, or her daughter, moved in either her elderly mother or even her grandma. So there are 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom. The inside is very neutral, not much clutter. I just feel like with tiny homes, the more I add clutter, the more it doesn't look right to me. So it is kind of less on the cluttery side, but it still gives that cozy aesthetic, I guess, if you will, to the build. So yes, I hope you guys enjoy. This was so much fun to build. So you see I did the shell of the build, and I'm just going around and adding some landscaping and some little details. And I used this fence. I can't remember what pack it is from, but I'm absolutely obsessed with this fence. It's so cute. So yeah, I'm just going around adding some flowers. There is a little garden area off to the right of the yard. I figured, they can go outside and start their own little garden. I know when I was younger, me and my mom, every summer, it seemed like we went to like Lowe's or Stein's or Walmart, and we picked out all kinds of flowers, and then we would go and plant them in the yard. So I think that was a little fun memory that I have with my mom. So I figured that's maybe something that they can do together. Other than that, there's not really much else outside. I did add this bee box and a little table and chairs for them to sit at, and there are some bicycles, in case they want to go around and ride bikes, who knows. But yeah, here I am working on a little garden thing. If you don't have this pack, the Greenhouse Haven, I think it's called, you absolutely need this pack. It is fantastic. Everything in it is just so cute. All the little clutter pieces, it's just everything. So if you don't have it, I definitely recommend getting it. So here I'm moving on to the inside of the floor plan. I do come back outside, I think, and add a few more details to the yard. As far as the backyard goes, there's nothing there. It's just the tree that you see me add and little clumps of grass. But yeah, here you can see the 2 bedrooms in the back and the bathroom off to the left. And I did end up putting the kitchen right here, and I used these counters. I am the worst at remembering what packs have what items, but it's not Country Kitchen. I can't remember what pack, but these counters are so cute. And I wanted to stay, with the neutral colors, the dark browns, light browns, the whites, the creams. So yeah, working on the little kitchen space. There is a table I end up adding in the middle with 3 chairs. And yeah, I'm just cluttering up the counters right now. Like I said, there's really not much clutter, but I think it is cute, and it's the perfect little kitchen. If I lived in a little tiny home, I would absolutely love this little kitchen. It's not much, but it means a lot to them. So yeah, going around adding some decorations to the walls. Here, I think I was looking for the cutting board. That's what it is. I always have a hard time finding this item, and I use it in almost every build, so you would think by now I would have down where it's at. But I don't. This catalog is so big, and it's been a good couple months since I've actually played The Sims, so it's like I'm kind of learning everything over again, and I got a lot of packs for Christmas, so I'm still, finding new items. So it's just, yeah, it's like I'm playing it for the first time ever. But yeah, here's the little table I was talking about, and the chairs. I do end up adding a little rug under this. You could also use like a square table, or whatever table you like. I just felt like this kind of fit the room a little better, especially being a small space, not a big table. So I'm also, you're gonna see me struggle right here. Originally I was looking for the broom and the dustpan. Yet again, another item that I'll always have trouble finding, but I do eventually find it a little later, I think, and I do add it to the wall beside the sink to put a little something there. So I'm just cluttering this little shelf up above the stove, and the open shelf concept is really cute. I've seen a lot of other simmers use it. Just if you didn't want to use those big bulky top shelves, you can add the open shelves. It's a nicer look, and you can add more clutter that way, if you will. So, or if you won't. So over here you see me working on the living room. I actually struggled with trying to find the placement for the living room. I wasn't sure exactly where to put what, but I ended up just using these 2 chairs. They're from the Book Nook kit, I do believe. They just look so soft and cozy, and added a TV over there, and the picture frame to the wall in case they want to document their journeys, or just they can take some selfies together and put it on the wall. So here I'm moving on to the bathroom. Really simple bathroom, nothing to it. It is like, I think there's some like greens and blues and grays, if I'm not mistaken, in this bathroom. Just something, cozy feeling, I guess. And I added the dentures to the sink. I just think that's so funny, especially if it's her grandma living here or something. A funny story, my grandma has dentures, and we went on vacation a few years ago. Well, it's been more than a few years ago, but my little sister was a baby, and she was changing my sister, and somehow her teeth got lost in the dirty diaper, and she ended up throwing her dentures away. It was so funny. When we look back on it now, it's funny. So I added the dentures to the sink, and then moving on, this is the grandma's room, or the mother's room. I wasn't quite sure, how to decorate this room, or really what to put in here. So I was thinking that maybe she just recently has moved in. So, the suitcase and the boxes and the little thing with the clothes on it, I put that there because, maybe she's still in the process of moving in. And then the pictures on the wall, I added them there. There's one with like some Sims and kids, so I'm thinking that maybe that's her other child and her grandkids or great grandkids. And then the other one is maybe of her and her late husband, or a daughter and her husband. But that's really all for this room. I added this little book magazine organizer thing in there. Maybe she likes to read or something, so added that to her room. And then moving on to the daughter's room, there are pinks and creams, and like I said earlier, not a lot of decoration to this room either. Of course, if you download this build and play with it, of course add whatever decorations you want. This is just what I felt fit this house best. So I do add a little accent wall over here, and I add a dresser and a mirror and a lamp. And as I'm doing this voiceover now, you could actually move the dresser to the wall where I put the basket of blankets, and you could put like a vanity here or a nightstand with a TV, whatever you feel like you want to add. And then add a little picture frame on the wall as well, which you can always add like posters and things to it if you want. But going back to this room over here, the only thing I added over here was just the little tray with the book and the coffee cup because I thought it was cute. So moving back onto the outside, I just add a quick few little more details. These little I don't know what these are called, but they're so cute. I add them on this side, and over here I add an outside light by the door, and this little cute barbecue pit, and a mailbox, and a trash can right here. And that is all. And I just go around and outline this with some dirt. If you don't do this, I highly recommend doing it. It just gives it a little more detail. But that is all for this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed. And as always, if you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing to the channel. I would really appreciate it. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.